This is W2FJH. We're starting the STNY Digital Voice Net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. For those folks that wish to check in early through NetLogger, you can find NetLogger at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running. So if you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. Also, if you're a member of the Bear Discord group, we are also live streaming out to their voice channel. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes there. This is W2FJH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital Voice Net on Brandmaster Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet, YouTube, and Discord. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have three other stations besides myself checked in. So the net would like to recognize K3BYC Carlton, N2QFD Mail, and N2NRA Cliff. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. KE2FJO Seth. All right, and we have KE2FJO Seth. I'm guessing you were checking in uh, just regularly there, Seth. But yeah, we're going to open it up now for any and all stations. Do you like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Net this evening? Please call now.
Hello, Frank, N2, NCB, Paul, Owego, New York.
N3DQD, Ray, Beaver, Pennsylvania.
KD3, AJN, Evo Delta 3, Alpha Juliet, November, Anna, Beaver, Pennsylvania.
All right, and I have NCB Paul, N3DQD Ray, NE2W Ed, who came in through NetLogger, and KD3AJN Anna. Were there any other citizens join this evening? Please call now. All right, now then, so we will kick things off if there's any announcements for the net this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. I did just have one announcement myself. We'll be canceling next week's net because it will be Easter Sunday. I figured instead of trying to find anybody, everybody have a happy Easter there and enjoy some time with the family there. So, all right, moving on for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no questions either, so we will move in for comments. The net topic this evening was your Easter plans for next week. So, top of my list is K3BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton in Darlington, Maryland. Good evening, Frank. Thanks for taking the net. Good evening to everyone who's checked in so far. Great turnout. Weather, it's kind of been up and down. It's getting back up now. I So I go ahead and turn off the heat for this week. Looks like it's going to be getting warm enough and staying warm enough that I don't need it. So maybe that could be it for the season, but I doubt that. But anyway, I look forward to that. For Easter, my daughter's house was nearby, and with her 4 kids, my son and his 3, they usually travel a little bit there, so I don't get to spend as many with them. I do see them, just not on some of the holidays there. And I've got his oldest is down in college in North Carolina, so they've got some travel back and forth involved with her. So I do get to watch her lacrosse games online. That is nice. That's all I have for now, so I will miss the net next week. But everybody, have a happy Easter, and everybody just stay nice and warm. Have a great week. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. Happy Easter to you as well. And yeah, glad you got the heat turned off, and it looks like weather's warming up down there. And yeah, up here I think it's still we're still getting some chilly days. The house will get a little cold if I turn it off just yet, but hopefully pretty soon. So, all right, moving on down to N2QFD. Mel, how was your week?
This is N2QSD. Well, good evening, Frank, and good evening to the net. Good week, finished up well. We were out for a hike today. The weather was so nice. Still running in the 50s up here. And for the majority of the net who's outside of the region, we have a nice nature center just northwest of the city of Elmira in the hills called Tanglewood, not to be confused for the concert venue in Massachusetts, perhaps more famously known by the same name. And while it is a bit muddy up in there, I would say the usual the planned event for Sunday is a walk up in the nature center and looking for the birds coming back into the region. All of those wonderful signs of spring. I managed to completely blow the Sasquatch Stomp QRP event this week, an annual QRP event put on by the West Coast QRP Association. Didn't hear a single one of them, but we did carry our fusion radio as we usually do hiking today. Didn't make any good contacts out on the field literally, but sometimes we do. So a nice radioactive day. Kept the talk group busy this morning with the Sunday morning QSO along with N2NRA. We had KC2ANT stop by and N2RZZ. So nice bookend to some DMR for the week. With that, I'll pass it back to Net Control. This is N2QFD.
Hey, very good there, Mel. And yeah, I'm glad you got a couple of other folks joining you and Cliff in the Sunday morning nap. So very good there. All right. Speaking of which, we'll move on down to N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is N2NRA, Cliff in Waverly, New York, in the Southern Tier. Oh, it's a pretty good week, but the upcoming week here, it's going to warm up, but it looks like a lot of rain, so we're not going to be able to do too much outside as I would like. So, and for Easter, I would just spend time with the family and enjoy the good weather. With that, we'll send it back to Net Control, W2FJH. This is N2NRA.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And glad you get to spend some time with the family next week as well. And yeah, kind of kind of this time of the season that if we do get warm weather, it's usually accompanied by rain. But it will pass. We'll start getting the nice days and nice warm weather and not have have some sunshine instead of rain to deal with. So all right, very good there. Next on my list, yeah, I'm glad to see you on there, Seth. KE2FJO. Seth, how was your week?
Well, I had a pretty good week. I'm a, I have, my weeks are pretty busy just between work and everything, but uh, I also was poking around and I'm coming in through DroidStar, so this is the first time I've actually gone out on the net using the DMR. I got my ID this week, etc. And as far as Easter plans, uh, not much. Small family, local area here in Endicott, so pretty much laid back. We'll go to church in the morning and have a decent day. Um, Other than that, pretty much not much to say. Uh, but thanks for taking me. And back to you, KE2 FJO Seth.
Hey, very good there, Seth. And yeah, glad you got on the air. And I'm actually a little disappointed now we're not going to have the net next week for you to join in on, but we will be back the next week after that. I will have to have a either Mal or Mick or somebody else fill in for me. I'll be doing some traveling that week. But yeah, glad to hear you on the net. So let us know if you have any problems or if you do decide to pick up a hotspot or anything like that. So very good. Good to hear you. All right. Next on my list is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, into NCB here. Overall, the week was good. Uh, Uneventful, which is nice. And the bands were not up, at least for me. Today they uh, understood that I was unhappy of the band, so they opened up for me, which is good. And as far as Easter goes, just staying put. The next door neighbor up the road is having everybody in for brunch, so we'll be doing that. And I guess that's it from this end. As Ed heard earlier, not much home, not much to write home about. And with that, back to you, Frank. This is N2NCB from Sunny Owego.
Hey, very good there, Paul. And yeah, some of the uneventful weeks are usually sometimes the better weeks. you know? At least it wasn't too crazy for you. So, all right, very good there. All right, yeah, we got time. So let me move on down to my next station, N3DQD. Ray, how was your week?
Yeah, W2FJH M3DQD. Good evening to you, Frank, and to the rest of the net. We had a pretty good week. Getting ready for the next two very busy weeks with the events that we have coming up. Um, One of the things we did last week, though, was Hannah and I went to a Girl Scout troop and made a presentation on blindness and braille and using the cane, that kind of thing. And I went over very well, and I was very pleased with the questions that were asked and the fact that we both gave all of the scouts an opportunity to guide us around the room, and they all did quite well. So it was a good evening all in all. Don't have any real big plans for next weekend. I guess we're just going to be here on Easter, um, and that's probably about it. So we'll send it back to you, Frank. This is N3DQD.
Hey, very good there, Ray. And yeah, glad you're doing stuff also with the Girl Scouts there. Sorry, I didn't catch exactly what it was that you were doing. But I know you and Anna also do a lot with the Lions Club. So yeah, thank you. For all of your time into these other organizations. So all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Before I get to my next station, let me check to see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to join this evening. Please call now.
And to RWH, Ed from Binghamton.
All right, and I have N2RWH Ed. I'm not sure if Jerry was also looking to check in or if he was just doing a chunk to keep the talk group alive, but W2TXB, Jerry, I also have you on my list there. All right, moving on down to NE2W. Ed, how was your week?
Hey, good evening, Frank, and everybody on the net this evening. Had a great week. Boy, this is going by fast. I can't believe Easter's around the corner. Yesterday, had a family get together down near Lake Winola, Pennsylvania, at the Mill City Dairy Bar. Spent the afternoon down there with family and friends and had a good time. And watched the NASCAR race today, and I guess we'll probably get together with family on Easter. We usually do. Not sure of all the specifics, but good net tonight, and hope everyone has a good week. This is NE2W.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And yeah, it sounds like you had a good time there. So, all right, moving on down to KD3AJN. Anna, how was your week?
Hello, Frank, and everyone else on the net. This is KD3AJN. Week was good. It was busy. Like we're always doing something. Um, this past weekend, I went and spent the weekend with the grandchildren, so they kept me busy and tired me out. And like Ray said, for Easter, we're just staying home and probably go to the Pirate game, and Ray will cook dinner, and I'll sit on the couch and watch and enjoy the dinner. Everyone have a happy Easter. KD3HAN.
Hey, thanks, there, Anna, and happy Easter to you as well. And yeah, it seems like you and Ray have had a few busy weeks here in the past, and I know Ray said this week was good, and he has even more busy weeks coming up. So yeah, very good there. All right, moving on down to N2RWH. Ed, how was your week?
And to RWH, can't complain. We're hoping the weather looks better this week. So other than that, I guess we could have had worse days. So no complaints here. So we'll have a nice warmer there coming up, and we'll have to deal with a little rain, but that's okay. So wish everybody a nice Easter, and just having Easter at home here. So back to net, Frank. Thank you for taking and doing the net, and to RWH.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And yeah, now I have to. I haven't even checked the weather. I've had a busy week myself here, and so everybody's saying it's warming up with some rain. So I believe everybody there, but I'd just like to see what temperatures we're actually going to get up to. So, all right. Next on my list is W2TXB. Jerry, how was your week?
W2TXB, not kind of a busy week. A few little projects here and there happening, and today was kind of an easy day. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a trip to Rochester, get together for lunch with some of the guys from up that way, up at Calabrizella's and Gates, and then a quick grocery shopping trip, and back home we come. That's about it. Easter is just going to be a quiet weekend for us. We're not really planning anything to do or that needs doing or anything. It's just going to be nice, quiet, easy weekend, I think. Hopefully the weather will hold up and maybe you can get out and play around in the yard a little bit. See what happens. It's supposed to warm up, I guess, by Tuesday. And rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe into Friday. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, not much else to cover here. It's good to get back on here again and hear and listen to people and talk with people. And still using the Yaesu 5DR with the zoom spot to go cross mode. And it works, I guess. A little different at times, but it does work. Gets the job done until I decide what I want to do here. Back to you, W2TXB.
Hey, thanks there, Jerry. And yeah, if it works, continue to use it. You're coming through loud and clear on my end there. So yeah, no rush in changing anything up unless you want to. So very good there. All right. And also, just by the way, we do have John. I believe the call sign is KE2FFE. We have him in Google Meet right now. So I'll have you checked in there, John. So. All right. This is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. I have reached the end of my list, so let's see if there's any additional stations out there that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now.
Hey, Frank, I had a question.
Yeah, NHW. Ed, fire away with your question there.
Well, since there weren't any, I was wondering, I know up at Copernic, they have a packet BBS and something with WinLink. Does anybody know anything about those nodes up there? That was my question.
I do not have any information on that, but I'll open it up. If anybody has any comments for Ed there, please call now.
Here it is, and to QSD. I've been chatting with Gary about his station setup with the BBS. If you'd like a little information on it.
Yes, go ahead, Mel.
There's a pair of stations running. W2OW-7, Whiskey 2 Oscar Whiskey-7, is the station at Copernic. It's packet, and it's running on 70 centimeters. So you're looking for a frequency of 445.6 megahertz. It'll be simplex at 1200 baud packet. I gave it a shot from Waverly. It's a long hike from Waverly. He says he's been having some trouble with frequency stability, though. So that's been kind of the back and forth. So if you've been trying it and unsuccessful, he's been asking stations to continue giving it a shot. Ranges around Binghamton area should be pretty good for relatively low power connects. And I believe he's got it IP linked to a second BBS in the area, although I'm kind of scanning that right now. Scanning his note, and I think the other one is north of there. But yeah, it's supposed to be active and live, and if you have had trouble in the past, he's just requesting folks give it a shot again for the frequency issues. And I did inquire if there's going to be any internet access. We had a good laugh about how unsecure Telnet is, so that's probably not going to happen. But I know I'll be giving it a shot again. I've got to come up with something a bit more directional, and hopefully having the frequency locked in, he won't have the drift, and we'll be able to access it. So that's the quick and dirty on the BBS sitting at Copernic right now.
All right, well, I made a note, and thanks for that information, Mel. I'll check into it and may contact Gary as well. Thank you again. This is NE2W. Back to you, Frank.
Hey, very good there, Ryan. Thanks there, Mel. All right. Any additional stations or any additional comments, questions, or concerns from any stations that have checked in? Please call now. All right. Here, nothing then. We might as well wrap things up there. I'd like to thank Carlton, Mal, Cliff, Seth, Paul, Ray, Ed K, Anna, Ed F, and Jerry for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there, and happy Easter. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.